good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. If only other things within our society could be as smooth as that groove. If it could only run with that gentle, melodious, smooth nature that Full Blown has been able to reproduce. I came into the studio and it was playing, and I allow it, right? There's only so much that we could push in terms of the challenging, difficult issues sometimes without feeling some stress on the shoulders, without the mind racing, because life is a serious thing as well. We must also understand how to balance and decompress, hug our children, take some exercise, etc. Because if we stay, wound up by the more difficult pressures, it can have a serious negative impact on us as well. And one of the beautiful things about our culture is that we understand recreation. We fill the parks and we fill the green spaces, which we need more of. We utilize the road where there isn't a park to kick a little ball with each other. We enjoy our climate, and the children just run outside. Those things are essential. We as adults need to also understand in a sensible way. I might wave, I ain't gonna unwind, enjoy the ease as well, because we have to be serious when it's time to be serious as well, and deal with issues that are very, very important. Of course, everyone would be aware who are following. There are people who have checked out, but for those who are following, they would have seen that the zones of special operation, the legislation that is necessary for it to go into effect, was not passed yesterday in the Senate, and the independent senators voted against. One abstained, and that is their right and responsibility. This is the working of our legislature. They have a role to play. Maybe we need to review. Maybe we need to do other steps, take other steps before we come to those people in Parliament to say the police needs more powers. I think the population at large is affected by what happened quite recently. I am certainly affected. I see some of my Mova people. I message some of my Karanaj people. I'm sure Shogunas might be locked on. People who have had personal interactions with, who have suffered at the hands of the police in the worst way. A large proportion of the population has suffered in smaller ways, including myself, right? You get cussed, you get disrespected, whatever. So many of us have suffered that. Poor service, at least. But others, there are quite a number of others who have suffered in the worst way possible with the loss of life. What I want to say this morning is that the social aspect of zones of special operation are what I was extremely interested in. And even though it would appear to me that there was a pushback on granting the police greater powers and also leaving even our Prime Minister with so much authority over the implementation of this particular legislation that affects, the rights, the liberty and freedom of citizens, we can still move forward with the social interventions that are necessary in communities that are plagued with crime. I want people to be fair. Our representatives, our Minister of Homeland Security and Defense, they have been working in a certain way to try to deal with certain criminal elements, right? Certain ones that have other ones who not so dealt with, right? We could get to that. Trying to re-establish a certain order in our communities, because we cannot continue the way we were going before. Now, of course, what we have also seen is the dangerous transition from civilians who are involved in whatever crime, as we may call it. We have seen a transition where people who are involved in the protective services are also now involved to a certain extent. And that challenges us. Maybe the reform of the police service has to be a precursor to more powers being given to our police officers. And I know even in the outline of this zones of special operation, there was the inclination towards officers operating should or would. I need to look at the wording exactly, but of course people said it was not strong enough, wear body cameras, so that we would have understood if there is an issue with the implementation, with an incident, something, we would be able to see what is transpiring, so we could have that access to assess what is taking place. Follow me here. It mixed up a lot of things are embodied in these issues. Important issues for our lives. Because we want a country that has less crime. We want to feel safer. I agree with you, Mr. Sturge. We want in these areas to have an end to this gun violence and this gang warfare. We want our children to feel safe. I am thoroughly disturbed when I hear gunshots in my communities. I am thoroughly disturbed when my children have to hear that and ask me, oh, what is that? And then you may hear a neighbor a few houses down scream. I've experienced that. Scream. And you know what that scream means. So we understand, the population understands. But at this juncture, with the existing authority and power that the police services and those who supplement the police as well have, let us do our best. Let us do our best. And I'm saying that at this point in time, thank you very much to some of the commentators on my social media, etc. We have started a campaign to push even stronger for the use of these body cameras by officers. I understand the apprehension to change, but I'm telling even the officers themselves, this will help you to perform better. It will help you to guard yourself. We've gone into an era where there are cameras all around, and you feel people are not seeing you. You take that level of accountability out of your mind. When you're chasing, you're not thinking, listen, all right, I need to do the right thing here because I am being watched. Well, boy, don't even, I don't know, God consciousness in this place. I don't know how, if we really think we are accountable to God. Because that governs me. I don't know who else it governs. So we are making this effort, and I've spoken to other people as well. Let us encourage the best from our security services. Here the deal, right? I'm speaking on behalf of the population. Imagine that. We want you all to work with us. We are willing to work with our fellow men who are serving us, who are working to curb this issue, because we are suffering as well from crime. But you also must work with us. Put on these body cameras, minister, etc. Get more money if you need more money. 18% supposed use. Those senior officers, etc., who are there to implement and ensure that the penalties are followed through for those who are not following the rules. Let's clean it up. If you do the crime, if you do the wrong thing, you have to face the penalty. We have systems that exist. Don't complain about the judiciary. You do what you are supposed to do in the right way, and then we will reach there. They have to fix what is going on there as well. Enforcement is essential. I made that effort and got my inspection done. There's enforcement taking place. People still have their vehicles home, can't drive, whatever, because they don't have that money yet to fix whatever. It is pressure. We're not vexed that there is enforcement, but let us carry out this enforcement in other areas so that we can have a better country, so that trust can rise again. Right now, people vex, people upset with the commissioner of police. You've been working in certain ways, right? Certain things getting a little better. But when you say certain things to the population and it is glaringly unjust in their understanding, then you erode your trust. Let us fix this issue. So for Trinidad and Tobago who is listening, and for those who are not listening, please pass on the message. Let us push. This is more important for us. If our police service weeds out the corruption, if they start dealing with their responsibility in a proper manner, if they work assiduously, some of them skimming. I mean, others skimming all over. That is what people say. I scale, everybody skimming everybody. And everybody needs to stop this skimming. You take a job, you need to do it. You take a job and a responsibility. Oh gosh, Trinidad and Tobago, do all your job. Let me purge this worthless, careless laziness. The money, the money, the money, the money, the money, the money. I met a teacher yesterday. She worked for 42 years. 18 to 60 she retired. For 42 years teaching. She must be see when paychecks was in hundreds of dollars to due to inflation and whatever. Thank God, thousands of dollars. And you know what she says to me? She misses it. She actually wished that, you know, the retirement age, at least like optional retirement, or was raised to 65 so she could have stayed on, because she loves children and helping and teaching and whatever, and that interaction. Do what you're doing wherever you are in the best way possible. Do it with love. We're mashing up our communities. If you are a community leader, they're given that responsibility, right? Do it with love. Protect the children, reason out conflicts in the community, straighten out the younger ones who going astray, etc. Do the right thing. Be a positive, progressive force. Don't just exploit. Don't let it be just about I need money, more money thing, and I using these youth, I doing anything to make money. And it comes from the top. The top come down because everybody just on money. So to be more specific, I ask, let us push this campaign. Other countries are way beyond us. We backward. A body camera is not even a conversation in the United Kingdom or even the crazy America. The first thing is you can go, you could see footage, you could see what was done by whoever, and then the penalties flow. Not he say, she say, he say, he say, this one. Well, all you see is 5 minutes, and it had how much minutes before? Oh gosh, come on now, man. In 2026. And our government, our legislature, our Minister of Homeland Security, Defense, etc., let us get it right. People supported a change. I thought since last election, the previous one, on the cusp of that election, they killed these Mova men, innocent men, and people stood up. We just forget, you know, people stood up and they were met by brutality. The commissioner of police was GG. Brutality. Brutality. They shot people. They beat people. People died. Inquiries still going on. People were offered small compensation. Or they beat people. Arrest in mass without proper reason. To suppress. I don't even want to hear. Politicians, PNM politicians come pretending we set up a commission to thing Lavantil. Nothing, not one thing, nothing. No problem solved. And many more lives were lost after that. And the brutality still continues. You call an election. People just forget. You call an election soon after because people were fed up. And you do what you do and you scrape back in, and then it continued. Snake kicked some water on Fitzgerald Hines. They gun him down in some circumstances. He gone dead. Somebody accused taking photos of our next minister, children, whatever. They end up dead. I mean, come on. Come on. And right now, if we say, hey, we fed up, people will come out. So let us get this together. We'll take the break and we'll be back.
$4 more, get 4 additional sides, or crunch into Carnival with a super deal and get 1 piece of chicken, 1 regular side, a biscuit, and a large drink for only $29.95.
When the taste moves your waist, you know it's Crunch Nival at KFC. This carnival season, come hungry and leave in love. Welcome to Flavor, a carnival culinary experience like no other. Every evening, the Queen's Park Savannah transforms into a vibrant village of food, culture, and celebration. Taste the best of Trinidad and Tobago with local street food, gourmet chefs, live cooking demos, cultural performances, and family-friendly experiences, all in one place. Join us at Flavor Village, Queen's Park Savannah, every day from 4 p.m. TNT, you will love this.
It's a whole lot of flavor wrapped up in a twist. Some of them try to rap, but they don't rap like this. With crispy KFC tenders and lettuce and carrots and shredded tortilla embedded, perfect wherever you headed. Dripping with that creamy mayo and that mambo sauce. Let me tell them one more time to get my point across. It's a craveable, crunchable, movable, functional, flavorful meal that your taste buds must endorse. KFC crunch twist. None of them, they don't make them like this.
Introducing KFC's Crunch Twist, a flavorful wrap with a delicious difference for just $29.95. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
How you just turn on this time machine, boy?
Bro, we have to...
Yes, I know, we have to go, but I have to start it.
On Sunday, February 1st, 2026, Captain Starbright and Tim Tim are going to take your kids on a magical journey to the past, present, and future of Carnival, the greatest show on Earth. Get ready for Kids Carnival Kingdom. Back to the future.
Yeah, but how are we going if this time machine not working, boy?
Bro, you're putting me Smolter. It's powered by Smolter.
Oh, it's powered by Smolter. All right, play it. All right, let's go.
Kids Carnival Kingdom. Back to the future. Sunday, February 1st, Skinner Park, San Fernando. Rides, slides, games, soca stars, and more. Parents, watch them learn about their culture and save the future of Carnival. Early bird tickets available online at islandetickets.com or timetolime.com and in store at advertised outlets. Kids Carnival Kingdom. Call 337-KIDS for more information. Kids Carnival Kingdom. Back to the future.
Tobago. It's Carnival. Dubai. The event space, formerly known as Shade, quote-unquote Tobago, says, let's celebrate Carnival. Bring your coolers every Friday and Saturday, starting from Friday the 30th of January till Carnival week, and pay $50 at the door with your cooler all night. No ice, no chaser allowed. Top DJs and artists passing through every Friday and Saturday. To pre-book your cabanas, call 369-6414 and 394-3612 or email IWERMG@gmail.com. And this promotion is going on until Easter. Gates open at 9 p.m. It's rum, it's bacchanal. Bring your coolers and come.
Been down this road before. All that left is rum and bacchanal. This is carnival. The Lion Brand always had a plan, giving great taste all across the land. Pelori fry, baked roti and double stew, made with great taste just for me and you. All through the year and all season, the Lion Brand is the reason. When the Lion Brand in the kitchen, we know to mix and move, we're gonna mix and move.
This carnival season, mix and move with the Lion Brand of products, the power behind our great taste traditions.
With the Lion Brand.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Champlain, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launched from King's Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
The world #1 Calypso dance Kaiser Showcase presents Rhythm of the Sea, where the rhythm meets the wave on board the Embassy Yacht on Friday, 30th January 2026. Boarding at King's Wharf, San Fernando from 7 p.m. and sailing at 8 p.m. sharp. Featuring the ladies DJ, Dr. Ross and Sugar Ray. Early bird tickets $200. General admission $250. Tickets available at Roast and Toast Restaurant, Bar and Grill. Number 86 Superior Street, San Fernando. Attendees by the park, Tuco South Central Zone Office, mezzanine floor, Skinner Park, San Fernando. And from Tuco South executive members. For more information, call 653-5732. Don't miss out on the first ever Calypso tent on the high seas. Everybody, Kaiso Showcase, Rhythm of the Sea.
This carnival season, come hungry and leave in love. Welcome to Flavor, a carnival culinary experience like no other. Every evening, the Queen's Park Savannah transforms into a vibrant village of food, culture, and celebration. Taste the best of Trinidad and Tobago with local street food, gourmet chefs, live cooking demos, cultural performances, and family-friendly experiences, all in one place. Join us at Flavor Village, Queen's Park Savannah, every day from 4 p.m. TNT, you're gonna love this.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
And we are back. I don't know where y'all tuned in to this morning, but this is the place to be. If you want to have a better understanding of what is going on, if you want to be part of a movement that can assist to make Trinidad and Tobago better. If you want the truth, to lift your spirit and to lift your thinking to a place where we can go forward, then this is the place to be. This is not no red or yellow to confuse what is bigger than red and yellow, red, white, and black. Don't get things tied up. And there are too many people who they only see in red or yellow. They only see in their benefit when it is supposed to be about people. The people are more important than the politics. Good morning, brother. Welcome.
Yeah, morning to you, listeners. You know, I just called to give congratulations and support to the independent senators on their success and not allowing the government to go forward with this Zuso bill, especially in the current atmosphere of the country. You know, Fuad, I don't know what more disturbing, if it's the actions of the police officers or the statement that came after from their commissioner of police. Because I've been doing some critical thinking, and I'm saying if I am to accept what the commissioner of police said, then it would be on 2 occasions that these officers would have opened fire in the direction of the vehicle and its occupants. Because in the video footage that we saw, we didn't see any exchange of gunfire. What we saw was the police alone emptying rungs after rungs in the direction of the car and its occupants, right? But I'm saying, if the commissioner is saying that there was some shootout and with the use of force policy being followed, they returned fire, then sometime before what was captured in the footage, the police would have to be shooting at these people. But when the vehicle turned the corner and crashed, it was almost in mint condition for us. Yeah. So I wait to see how this really will unfold, you know.
Yeah.
Because it cannot be that even the 15 members of the UNC who voted for this Zoso don't see the importance of going back to the drawing board based on what exists. It is clear to see, and the investigation they're talking about, I hope it's into the actions and the behavior of the police based on what the footage revealed.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what happened
before. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Don't tell me imaginative illiteracy in Trinidad and Tobago that people telling me, just a few, what they running for. What they was running for.
Yeah, but I had 2 things, right? Ooh. Gary Griffith said that the use of force policy cannot be applied retroactively. So whether or not Joshua and his madam would have left that trail of bodies coming down the road, at the point when the police choose to engage them, the use of force that they used was not required. Secondly, based on the outcome and how things unfolded, why is there still a question of why he was running from the police? Maybe he had already come to the conclusion that the police were up to no good intention and was fearful for his life and trying to make his way to some sort of safety.
Yeah.
Because who is to tell whether he did not run or the run was a little bit shorter if the outcome would have been different?
Yeah.
Based on the activities, you cannot come to the conclusion that anything might have been different.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. And that specific incident is one thing. It is a pattern of behavior. It is a car chase in Port of Spain and then a crash and 3 young men killed. Allegedly one had a gun. You know, it is chaos that has been taking place. And it is because our service is not accountable. It is because they have the ability to come together to cover for each other, and they depend on the hopeful situation that their actions are not caught by others, by their ability to kill all witnesses, by their ability to intimidate onlookers. That's what they depend on. And that cannot continue. Their ability to go and take footage. They do that. You stuff money down in your underwear. And you think you could get away. And then somebody say, well, it could be evidence. It doesn't have to be whatever. This has to stop. And a major way for this to stop is for these individuals who are charged with this responsibility to do what the law already provides for them to do. If we had to chip up to help purchase these cameras, we will help. Good morning, Mr. West. Welcome. I lost him there. You all know the numbers. Let me tell you all that in Trinidad and Tobago, people were fed up. People are still fed up of the way that the TTPS interacts with us. And they were fed up of what existed prior in the way that agencies of the state interact with us. So let us now have a change in the way that we work with each other. Good morning, Mr. West.
Morning, Mr. Ford.
Morning.
Mr. Ford, the critical thing in this country here, the mode here, should be one of taking a serious look at, the government has to take a serious look at that police service with respect to reform.
Yes.
This thing, as I said, it's a perennial thing. It's a prolonged matter. You go back, I don't want to lament too much from boroughs coming up, those who live here. You had the La Tinta affair. You had all those different matters with respect to police abuse and all kind of things coming up down the road. You even had sometime, I think, with this DSS business, where in fact it appears as if the last government did not have trust and confidence in the police to investigate the DSS. They went to Barbados and they went to England to get policemen because they had no trust, apparently no trust or confidence in the police. I don't know. I'm saying that you have good policemen, you know.
Yes.
You have policemen who perform well, who understand the duty and do it.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a few of them who really intend to not just tarnish, but to ensure that there's no law and order in this country. That is how it appears.
What one rotten apple does do to the whole...
Well, it spoils the whole bunch. And I'm saying that the government has to, because you ain't going nowhere, you know. And you made a very important point this morning when you said that despite the defeat, I told somebody in some program I spoke sometime yesterday, and I said that incident with the police, that was a monkey wrench that was shown in the works.
Yeah.
Capsize the whole thing. Apart from other issues.
Yeah, it had some smaller monkey wrench before, and that is a big monkey wrench as well.
Yeah, and mash up the whole thing.
Yeah.
And that is and therefore I am saying, and the commissioner utterances did not help and will not help. And so I'm saying that they need to move seriously to deal with the police. And again, there are things that the police, I was listening to Sky Television, go to England, I go to people, more developed society, where things seem to be running, those institutions seem to be running, the Metropolitan Police. And it's universally accepted that if you have police presence in a community, people feel more safe. I hear police asking your police of the Trinidad safe. I mean, what nonsense you telling me? It's safe for you, but do people feel safe?
Yeah.
So what you telling me a set of propaganda and public relations nonsense and about Trinidad safe? The question is that do the people feel safe? Do they feel safe? That is the issue, and the police commissioner should be working on that. Get the police in the communities. Get patrols. I don't know if they have money to buy motor car. They are no car, nothing.
They're fixing the old ones. They're giving them the old ones fixed back quick. They give them new stuff. Get it working. And also, Mr. West, when these officers put on the body cameras and have them running, they will be working. You can't sit down in the savannah and cock up your foot in the car under tint whole day if you have a body camera on. Because your actions, if somebody report you or they check, they will see that you ain't doing nothing.
Well, you see, one of the things that I think is that the reform that took place, and I'm not thinking constitutional reform, but reform with respect to the service commission. You repose all the power with respect to promotion and discipline and all that kind of thing of the junior ranks in the hands of the police commissioner. And to be fair, you have to understand organizations like the police and whatnot. If in fact the question of you have brotherhood and that kind of thing, you have to stand behind, and the commissioner is there at the mercy of those people at the lower ranks, those who may be immediate and lower down him his rank, in terms of what he does. They control him. And I'm saying that you have to reform the service commission. The service commission must be a very critical check on the police commission and the police service as a whole. So you need to look at that and revise and give them, if it's what I would suggest, more power. You had some people who were there just going there for a big time, show them the police service commissioners. And over the years, over the last 30, 40 years, the police service made no improvement in terms of how they conduct, how they do business. So Trinidadians like that, they talk a lot, but when it comes to, they should be talking about giving the service commission more accountable, so that the police could be more accountable and all these different things. Control. You call the police commissioner when things are not going, ask him what he's doing and what, and you developing plans and policies for reform and all that, administrative and otherwise. Because as I said before, if I go to London, I know who you go anywhere, you go Barbados. You think the police put camera in Barbados, they could tell me I'm Motley there wearing camera? They could tell how this guy in Jamaica that what is the holiness that they're wearing that? Only in Trinidad.
Jamaica has its problems as well, but yeah.
What is that?
I say Jamaica has its problems as well.
Yeah, they have. Yes, I admit that. But I'm saying is who is controlling the whole thing? Who is in charge? Is the police the government?
Yeah. They have to abide by the law. 18% usage is not satisfactory. If there are available cameras, and if there are not available cameras, then get them quickly.
Because I just want to make this point. It appears to me that they are law unto themselves because they are untouchable. You can't tell them nothing. If you tell them something, I made the point yesterday, is this thing done for the Spain where they say total this? I remember sometimes they gone in the parliament, they marching, all kind of thing, and they're powerful, you know. That's a powerful body in Trinidad and Tobago, and they exercise their power. And I am saying that the government needs to reform that police service. You brought Gibbs and them fellas down here, they run them.
Yeah, they run them, yeah.
They run them.
Because
they want to lie down in the police station whole day. The fact policing is not about police station. Policing is about patrolling the communities.
Yeah.
Going in the communities.
Interacting with the community.
Yes,
solving the issues that are existing.
And I'm saying that, I just want to say this I don't take too much of your time, that the opportunity is here, and this dilly-dallying, you have a plan. Partner, get the police in the communities to start. And the social programs that you have in mind, that you have there, get them going. Get the community with proper coordination. Yeah. Get those activities, those programs and plans go in the communities. And one of the problems there, when you give people position and give them to implement matters and whatnot, they don't function. They don't work. You don't properly select people. They just take people and they want to work, and you go and they project themselves up front as this big time, hey, you could get things done and you could do that. And when the time comes, nothing done. And one of the things I want to talk about also, you see, when you see those committees, there's a point to go and do this. appoint a committee to look in, and it takes an entire 5 years for them to come and report. Sometimes you don't even hear a report from them. You don't know what's going on. And that is the problem with Trinidad. Trinidad, I don't know, as you said, we're way behind. Other countries go on and leave us behind.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, the commission is just window dressing. That's what the last administration. Forgive me for maybe my patience now, you know, because I know some people on the ground are impatient because it's been pressure and they have an expectation. So I ask him now to forgive me, and I'm begging people to still be patient because it was so bad. It was so bad. A commission to look into the depressed whatever in Laventille, and nothing. 100 million they're gonna commit to helping the community to whatever because they realize the impoverished state of the Afro-Trinbagonian population, a public health crisis, and we will treat with it. Lies. Not one thing. Nothing. Some URP, yes, down to the end. It go from 20 people to 200 in a one space for votes. Right before, after absolutely nothing. You use whatever little look some money or vote for us. Nonsense. So forgive me, some people, you know, they're saying, come on, things tough, things hard, where the change, whatever. And I understand that, but I'm not going to be weaponized at this stage to fight against something that can actually change what is going on. Because they are intelligent. The PNM past is intelligent. You pay out all your friends. You exhaust the money because you know you're going. They know we was fed up. And it was important to me to ensure that they went. Because they were not serving the people. They were serving themselves with greed. And that is clear for all of us to see. And they're so bold-faced. They're still standing behind this new lady here, well, old new lady, waiting, agitating us with the hardship that they have left. Politically, that is the intelligent thing to do. You know, you're at the end of your whatever, you sign up new contract for all who was there, your friends, to frustrate a new government. You pay out money to yourself. You pay out all the liquidity, all that exists to yourself and your friends. You inflate whatever programs that you didn't care to give the people all the time to try to influence votes just then. You run all about trying to hand money for people to vote on election day. And they call in and they're saying, we're not voting for that. We want something different. We're fed up. We're not going to take that. And yes, I understand that it is pressure still. And that the expectation that everything would have changed one time is not sustainable. And bit by bit, some people going through waiting to help people. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Barker.
And good morning to you.
Mr. Barker, I'll be very short this morning.
All right, thank you very much. Go ahead. Last year, I said that basically there were investigations into the police killing from internationally, right? And I also stated that basically
two things I'm dealing with this month. And there's also, right now, the community is right out there. We are linking with it just now in November, after the midterm election that the Democrats won, they will be backing forward, and the other side will be exercising, because basically, as I said, in America, they have over 400 and something thousands unsolved murder, right? And then basically, now we are linked with the community, and basically, soon, when they are backing forward, we will be bringing them also, because they will be dealing with basically looking into all these things. Because if you remember that basically they had the meeting here with the Republicans and Democrats in the last government, and to deal with guns. And that, so we will be taking up from there, and basically we'll be investigating all these police commissions. And then the second thing is basically, we are also looking out for the warrants that start coming out internationally with genocide. And Ms. Bissessa is basically, we are looking out for Ms. Bissessa's own, because basically she are complicit in genocide. All the families that basically killed in that thing with Venezuela and what is going on, genocide is linked with enough, because America's weapons is who supplied genocide in Palestine, and that is in the International Criminal Court, and new warrants are coming out here for Israeli sergeants and other places. People are thinking, and they're also coming, this matter was taken also there in the American court and there. And we are looking out for when the warrants start coming out, because that's what we are tracking also. Because as new warrants coming out, we are looking at where they're coming out. But Ms. Bissessa is complicit in genocide, because as the law states, and you are a lawyer, should know that if there was a robbery and I drive the car and I didn't basically go and do anything, but I tried the people here, and that is called complicity. And Ms. Bissessa is complicit in genocide, along, and she will there supported and telling us about Trump will be our savior.
Yeah,
all those photos of pedophiles of what they did.
Sorry, which genocide you're talking about? Palestine?
Palestine and genocide, basically, with killing of the people in the boats there, when the ships in Venezuela, that is a genocide also. That's considered genocide. And it's in American court, and basically it's the international court.
Yeah, I've never seen that categorized as genocide. Thank you very much. We'll look out for the warrants. Take care.
Then look up the term genocide and see the broad implications of genocide, Mr. Bakker.
Sure,
because
no
Israel, genocide is basically starving people of food and all those sorts of things as under genocide, Mr. Bakker.
Thank you.
So look at the broad-based term of genocide. But we will see, just as how she saw towards the commentary, but Mr. Bakker will also be calling in, as I asked you the last time, and telling my prediction of what now. We're seeing what's going on right now in America.
Let's leave it there, but we're looking on. We're looking on, right? Thank you very much. Yeah. I don't know that is categorized as genocide, but okay, we are looking out to see if the international courts have any warrant for anybody. It seems to have warrants for all kind of people, right? Good morning, caller.
Good morning, my brother. Blessings to you this morning.
Hey, blessings to you too.
Well, last night I was looking on with the debate and with the Senate.
Yeah.
Concerning the Zoso bill.
Zoso bill, yeah.
I see that Zoso, yes. I see that it was not approved.
Yeah.
Well, not surprising to me, I'm sure a lot of other people,
Yeah.
Right? So it gives the government time to go back and do their homework and probably come again.
And in the meanwhile, do what you have power to do to create a safer situation. I don't know that legislation is really all that is necessary. I believe that if under the current state of affairs, the police service works in a proficient and professional manner, they will achieve a change. That is what I believe.
Yes. I agree with you also, Mr. Ford. What I don't appreciate, though, is the fact that after the bill was shut down last night in the Senate, immediately I saw Mr. Philip Alexander making a live and talking up and bringing down the independent, and come on.
The politics of the matter, stating that stating that now he feels as though what the Prime Minister and others were saying has validity to it because he feels as though it points to the independent senators being biased. I don't know that that is the case. Still, I do not want Trinidad and Tobago to keep seeing things through red and yellow. Let us,
I agree with you.
Let us elevate ourselves to red, white, and black. I am also cognizant there are people who would protest, whatever, and it's not that they're interested in the people, you know, but they're interested in pushing their political agenda. And someone close to me told me yesterday, Fuad, be careful even with yourself, because you may have a certain personal desire or interest, and be careful that that does not cloud your view of things. And I take that. I take that into consideration, because if we are going to go anywhere as a people, we have to understand that people are more important than politics. As Brian London is saying, oh God, is not yet red and yellow all the time. Zoso shouldn't have been about PNM or UNC. Zoso is Zoso supposed to be about on the merit of what it is. If it is good and makes sense for Trinidad and Tobago, oh God, boy, Trinidad and Tobago, oh God.
But Mr. Fuada, I hear the pain in your voice. But also, you see the independent gave the government time. So there are some things that the independent were against in the clause. And all they asked the government was to do was to change one or two things
make some changes.
in there. And they would have gotten the votes. But the Attorney General came and said he is not changing anything, and that was the problem there. If I'm looking at the bill and I'm concerned with number 1 or number 8, and I actually look over that and bring back kind of change, you will get my support. And you telling me, I hear know what I mean changing nothing. So then what do you expect? My last point, Mr. Fuad, this patch that the Commissioner of Police is wearing, this punish a patch, I want to know if that is part of the police uniform of Trinidad and Tobago.
He wearing that still?
What message is that sending? That patch on his shoulder there, on his arm. Punisher.
He wearing it still?
What message is that sending? Huh?
He wearing that still?
Yes. What message is that sending? That's the question I'm asking. Is that a part of Trinidad and Tobago police uniform? And what message are you sending to the people out there? Mr. Ford, as usual, good program. Appreciate the fact that you talk true, and continue and keep up the good work. Have a good day.
Thank you very much. You have a good day as well. What I hold fast to is an opportunity for real change now. What I hold fast to is a population who, for some reason, is always more alive and paying attention during anything other than PNM. And therefore, for the neutral or the Trinbagonians who are about Trinidad and Tobago, we have more of an opportunity to ask for things to be done. You know, we could be talking about some positive things that are going on, but I really want this to change. I want this camera situation to come to fruition. But there's LSA, the Land Settlement Agency, doing land for the landless, and there are some positives going on. Tutor, of course, have the issue, but the other union getting the 10%. Let us take this opportunity to push for Trinidad and Tobago to become better. Welcome, my brother.
Good morning, good morning. Fuad boy, finally we're on the same page, because the thing that you said is what I've been talking about for the longest while and getting real straight. I talk about seeing about country and forgetting about party, I get lick straight. I talk about having a third party, I get lick straight.
Who get lick to that?
Boy, them people, them callers and them come for me, boy. Oh, I a PNM, I a PNM. I a PNM. But I just like to be realistic in my thinking. I don't follow just follow people just like that. If you do good, you do good. If you do stupidness, I let you know you do stupidness. And people also have a problem with that. Since after the election, as soon as the election done, I keep saying that we look for a third party from now. I get bad licks for that, either PNM and PNM propagandists and all kind of things. But look at the things that are happening now. We get licks for 9.5 years, and the licks continuing now, and we getting more strokes than we used to get before. And people justifying, people coming out and justifying it and making up case and making excuse for the politician. And they're laughing all the way to the bank, and we out here suffering. Look at we're going with the police killing the commissioner come out and say he's not suspending nobody and this and that. What manner of thinking them could have about the population? They have it done as little children, they have it done as stupidity. How they really looking at us? If them police should be on some kind of suspension right now, the commissioner should be talking about things like having an investigation going on. And you know the thing with us, the tail end, what no stone unturned, they ain't talking them kind of language. You feel if that was a 1% or so inside of that vehicle, and that happened, that things would have been quiet like how it is now? The population talking, yes, it's still on a down low.
Reform would have done start already. From one call from the 1% to the Prime Minister or the whoever, because money talks and poor people walks. We don't matter. They would have done start a reform. Them officers done lock up already. But
long time, head would have done roll according to how they talk. Head would have done roll already. Listen now, you see Trinidadian, well, not all are talking to the ones that vote out this PNM. People have to come around and get serious. This is seriousness, you know. It's a life you're talking about, you know. Not only about your life, but your children, your grand and your great-grand, the next generation to come up to have a better life, you know. And this colonial thinking that they have perpetuated on the population in wearing uniform, we have to be careful and really stand up to these people and talk. Don't just, a lot of people doesn't want to call program, you know why? Because every program you call, one is a UNC, one is a PNM. So if you call, you're getting ridiculed. On any side you call, you're getting ridiculed. So we have to get serious and really call all these people, and then if we have to demonstrate or whatever we have to do, let us do it, because as far as I see it right now, we backs against the wall and we heading for civil unrest. You know. Let me watch that, eh?
Yeah.
Have a blessed one.
You too, have a blessed one. And I say, people holding their hand, because we appealing for better. We appealing for change. Don't get vexed at the people who speak out, you know, or the people who take action. Get it together. Put on the radio in our morning, leaders, and listen to what's taking place. Don't listen and just try to pigeonhole it as PNM or something or whatever alone. Although that exists. But the wider population, the people on the street, come down, take care who you're listening to. Take care who advising you. Come down on the street. Do like our prophet, peace be upon him, go and walk in the marketplace, put on a little disguise and listen to the people. I just ask, what you think about this? How you think about that? I listening behind the doubles man by the bar, somebody talking about whatever. You have to listen to the people. Don't wait for somebody to come and tell you what the people saying. Careful, you know. Careful in Trinidad, you know. Careful in general with leadership. Listen. And Manning was listening to the radio. When he hear whoever talking, whoever, and reach to the radio station, well, that's a bit different, right? Listen to the people. Because it is tough. And I'm saying to Trinidad and Tobago, as far as I understand, right, they borrowed money. There's an allocation for unemployment relief, $307 million plus whatever. And money has to be borrowed to supplement to be able to deal with that. They have tried to honor their promises to public servants. Now they have to grapple with tutor who take whatever but now want more. It is a whole litany of issues that they're dealing with without money. And I don't think Mr. Cummins willing to lend Trinidad somebody 500 million he have. I don't know how much of it is profit. Right? Being fair, maybe 100 million profit. Or 500 million in work. You know? I don't think he willing to lend. So now we have to borrow to alleviate this situation that is taking place. And I said, listen, okay, it has corruption in whatever it have corruption, it has corruption. But it also have those people who are dependent on the little work. And we spoke about doing unemployment relief in a better way, not to advantage people and make them a voter bank, but to empower them so they could actually move forward. And it is necessary. So patience, but do the right thing. Whatever little it have now, share it properly. Whatever little it have, share it properly and communicate properly with the people. I could tell you all what will cause crime. Injustice causes crime. Scarcity causes crime. If it have 2 grain of rice and it have 20 people and there is hunger, then crime is going to take place. People are going to fight over the 2 grains. If there is greed, somebody have something, somebody else see it and want it. They have it, but they want what you have or they want more, then that causes crime. If there's a lack of justice to adjudicate with those situations, move into the communities. The advantageous ones in the communities, weed them out. Help those who want to promote positivity in those communities. Disarm those who are bent on wickedness. If people in the community see you doing that and interacting on a positive level and promoting healthy, positive vibrations and programs with the youths, they will help you. They will say, like they would tell me, this one is really a problem, you know. And when they ain't see nobody around or whoever, the little goons, they pull you on a corner and say, is this one, should that one, that real wrong for nonsense and that not good enough. But they're frightened, you know. They're frightened. But they're willing to tell me because I trust and hope that, well, I could do what I could do. If the police acts in that manner, then they will redevelop trust.
I forget to tell you this part.
Sure.
You know, right now, like last night I went in the Panyard, and listen, the conversation, it wasn't on pan, you know. The conversation was what is going on in the country. That's how serious it is.
Yeah, it's serious.
In the bus, the same conversation. The barber shop, or don't talk about the barber shop. The same conversation. Anywhere you turn, any nook and cranny you go to, it's the same conversation going on. I hope the government listening and don't make the mistake that them make. I hope all they're listening. This is serious. I never ever in my whole entire life see a problem in the government, and anywhere you go, if you're going to the latrine and all, the rooms and them talking about what is going on in this country.
Yeah.
People, let me watch it. Trinidad in a really bad place. And if this government don't put the act together, that will be the portion. They're taking us for granted. Remember 1970. Remember 1990. And now it's modern times. So you know it's going to be worse. Whenever something happens, it's going to be worse than them 2 times. But the last minister, wherever he was, talking about it will be a tea party. This will be not only a tea party. It will be something else. I wouldn't say the name.
Yeah.
I've just wanted to bring across that point.
No problem.
If you're in the pan yard, the listen pan, and while pan going on, the conversation is what going on with this government. Things serious. Oh, bless one.
Yeah, thank you very much. Go ahead, KFC. Welcome.
Bless them morning for give thanks thank God I internet boy. If I money for my money what I done.
Yeah, man.
But for what there will be fear with the government. Because this government now coming into office, we say about 9 months or 10 months. For the last 9 years plus, me and people crying out and born out and they put all kind of oppression thing under the DPNM, you know.
All kind of thing.
But all kind of thing because it was going. The political about too much a racial thing. They were trying to say you sit down and to run in the don't want to run the country. But let me be real, Mojo. When you sit down running the country, African people benefit. Because when the PNM was it, the only people, black people uplift. Look at educated like your brother David Mohammed. PNM run the country for donkey. They give David Mohammed a pita land. David Mohammed is educated for that. They put they educate the youth and them in history scroll. They read and write. Because they hide something from a black man and put in a book.
Yeah.
So, for the last one, I tell you that I go back to the drawing board and come again. Because I too much appalls to the police, man. People are crying out to them. And police and them. They too much police in the police province.
Yeah, they're dragging the flag.
Yeah, they're dragging the flag. They give them are like pull them out and send them on somewhere. Man. They do too much nonsense. Too much innocent people like they're taking away. Well, you could pass it down and think the man put you out of the car and surrender, or you shoot down a whole car. There's a show you how much people are killing us and we answer who should be behind them. So they say, it should come out now?
Yeah.
So for I look, bless.
Thank you for your contribution today, man. On the wider issues, you know, normally again, your problems alone. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Just, yeah. Move away from the radio, please, or...
Yes, TNN here. TNN.
Hey, blessings, man. Welcome.
How are you?
Hi, good man. Fighting the fight.
Very good. Thanks. When we look at the youth and the unequal youth, let's look at a Muslim and a Baptist. That should be common. That is common. Let's look at parenting. One point in the arrow this way, one point in the other way.
Yeah.
Having children and them confused. You understand? So they are looking at the weaker link, and they are looking at which one is favoring them instead of looking at what is truth and right.
Yeah.
So it goes on and it spread into the police service, the teaching service, the taxi service, and it continues. More than the pollution, we should be looking at and talking about the solution.
Yeah.
The solution is let's all together fight down war and crime. Let us individually fight down war and crime. Whether it's police shooting, whether it's friend shooting, whoever, we are not for shooting.
Yeah.
And let us become a little more productive now. Why are we allowing Venice and Jamaicans and Guyanese to come here and get looking, and we who born and go here saying, by these ain't doing anything, I ain't getting anything, these are right. When I look at it, we all sympathy with you, my friend. We hear you crying out for love. It's love you continue to cry out for him.
Yeah.
No matter how you look at it,
Yeah.
I'm saying Mr. Ford alone cannot make it. I'm saying we could make it if we try.
If we try, yeah.
And my solution, my answer this morning is parenting set.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at it from within my home, you see.
Yeah.
I am looking at it from within my neighbor, you see.
Yeah.
The chain is as strong as the weakest link, and we could try what we want with that. We know what's going on. We know that the neighbor have a gun. We know who doing what. But get us to deal with it now.
Yeah.
We know who doing what, my friend. But parenting, boy, you see parenting, you see this role model thing that we are crying out for and asking us to do our job.
Yeah.
Wherever we are working, do our job, that is a hard stick breaking in the ears, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and until we don't get these things right, spiritual values, you see, we push the Creator out of here where you say that. Spiritual values, brother, a man becoming monster now. And we are just being lenient to the law. Lenient to the law, but we want to bring about better situation. Let me give somebody else a chance to talk to you now, honey.
Yeah, thank you very much. No, not necessary. You brought us right down to the end. We are about to close, and you close on an excellent note. Thank you very much, my brother. Blessings.
Okay, my friend.
Yeah. What matters is your spirituality and the way that you embody that spirituality. Seek God, Trinidad and Tobago, right? Even in this season, seek God. Don't seek the lust and the flesh and the trappings and the evil. Let us share in goodness and in love. We'll be back, God willing, tomorrow. Thank you all very much. Remember, we are pushing as well for these body cameras, right? Let's get the use of it up to 100%. No excuses. Blessings to everyone. Have a good day.